Hi everyone, it's Pocket, and we are still in a Christmassy mood, even though that has come and gone now. Right off the bat, I'm so sorry. I would like to apologize to you all for the atrocious lighting quality in this video. If you can see the reflection in my cabinet, it's quite a grey day and it's already quite late in the day. But if I'm not going to sit down and do this video right now, it simply will not get done by the end of the year, so I'm just taking the chance that I have right now to do it. So I tried to focus the camera on my doll here in the foreground. If I move closer to it, it would probably work with the focus. I hope it's not too much of a botheration. Like I said, this is a really quick spur of the moment kind of thing. I just want to get this video out and done. So every year I kind of sit down and have a bit of an end of year chat, a bit of a recap with you all, and it's become kind of a tradition. I've been around on this platform for like, I think 4 years now, and just been kind of doing this every year. So 2018 was a very eventful year for me personally. It was definitely a year of growth, a year of change. Overall, it's been a good year, a great year, all of that and everything in between. BJD wise, not a lot happened for me, even though I can say I was very consistent with my uploads on this channel. I managed to do 12 videos with this one this year, which means technically I had a video up every month, even though I definitely had months where I was more active and months where I was less active, so you'll have to forgive that. But I had 12 videos up this year, which is good. It's definitely more than last year. I think last year was a very, very bad year for me YouTube-wise. I only had like 3 or 4. And also on Instagram, I kept up with that. I was very happy with the way things went this year, dolly-wise. I had one new arrival, which is my doll right here, which is Angus Brent. It's my doll she Aramis, so I had one new arrival this year. I also managed to complete my collection on a whole. I have 2 videos dedicated to that. In one video I talked about how I have been in the hobby now for 5 years and kind of my experiences with that, with all the time that has passed basically. And the second video was more in-depth about my collection right now and where I hope it will go. So if you want to hear more of that, you can go check those videos out again. Beginning of the year, I managed to complete Pouch, who is my minifee Sion. She managed to get her completed outfit. I managed to make some of the outfit pieces myself, which is something I like to do for all my dolls, actually. I have a few other dolls that need upgrading, so I'm gonna get on that maybe. Yeah, so overall it was a good year in the hobby. I finally find myself in the position where I have no other dolls in my collection to sell, which is new for me. I actually talked myself, not 2 weeks ago, I actually talked myself into a bit of a dolly dilemma where I thought I had to sell another doll now and it had to be one of my oldest dolls, and oh my gosh, I'm so glad I came out of that phase, because I totally would have regretted that. Just saying that much, I totally would have regretted that. So really, in terms of my own collection, there's not much more to say. I completed some dolls, I sold some more dolls, and I got one more doll, and that's it. I do enjoy my dolls more for me and more silently than I did before. I definitely was sharing more of my dolls here on YouTube and of plans and there's things that were coming in the beginning when I started out in the hobby, and now not so much anymore. Because also for me, I have other priorities that have come in, and there's just not that much time anymore. Did want to talk about that briefly, about the whole YouTube BJD community. I just feel like this year it has been dead silent in the BJD YouTube community. In the greater scope of things, definitely multiple factors always influence one thing. In terms of cause and effect, I definitely think that the YouTube community has become very inactive and very silent for multiple reasons, is all I'm saying. And I think one of those reasons is that many people, myself included, find themselves in a very transitionary phase right now. Things are changing, things are shifting, priorities are shifting. Lots of people are going through different things financially and maybe personally in their lives. Just dolls don't play as big of a role as they once did. And another reason for that could be that YouTube itself as a platform has changed so much over the last couple of years, and especially I think to me it has become very apparent this year with other channels that I watch how much YouTube has changed. Because when I started out there was still like lots of meaningless content floating about, and nowadays everything is highly produced and very polished and just has a high production value, and things have just changed a lot for YouTubers, and especially for small YouTubers. I think that's why lots of small YouTubers kind of phase out of YouTube because of these big changes that have occurred. And I mean, to me, I never had the intention of becoming a big YouTuber. I just wanted to share the hobby with other people who were also in it. And I do believe lots of people think the same way, that on the hobby, it's just a bit harder to reach people nowadays. And I can understand if someone or some people do not feel like really necessarily that they want to put themselves out there, you know what I mean? And, you know, be exposed to other people. And I'm sometimes in two minds. Sometimes I want to sit down and just have a casual chat about my dolls, about things that have been happening. And sometimes I just want to go in depth and create a very to the point, short and informative video. So those are my 2 cents on the whole BJD YouTube community thing and how I see myself within it. I guess now would be a good time to touch on my goals for next year, BJD wise. I think it will probably be much like this year, hopefully, if it goes well. I do not plan on getting another doll next year. I did initially, but that has changed now. Honestly, I just want to keep it really simple. I want to complete some crafting projects that I have on the list. Some of my dolls need new outfits, new wigs, just some accessories. I've been wanting to make them for a long time. I would like to continue improving photography. I think I actually did really well with my photography this year on Flickr. If you go scroll back my Flickr photo stream for this year, if any of you are still on Flickr, I think I did really well with photography, and I think I definitely should share more of that on Instagram, because I just think you all get to see more pictures on Instagram because you all are on Instagram. I do not think that I will want to sell a doll next year, but it could happen. It depends. It really depends. You could say that my BJD plan for 2019 is simple but effective, and if I follow through with it, then at the end of the BJD year of 2019, I will have completed lots and lots of projects and feel really, really happy about myself there. And essentially that's what we're all here for, isn't it? Just to be happy and play with dolls. Dolls that give us happiness, that's what we're here for. Right, but that will conclude my rambling now. I'm really glad I got to sit down and have this casual, very casual chat. So from me to you all, have a happy Dolly New Year, have a wonderful time, be safe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye guys!